In the future, humans have used genetic technology to achieve eternal youth. Although everyone stops aging physiologically after the age of 25, a 1-year countdown will begin that evening. Once it's used up, life comes to an abrupt end. So, time becomes the only currency in society. To survive, people have to work for the upper class as the lowest laborers, exchanging time for time. The poor in the slums, like Will, can never rise above their class. Will wakes up every day facing a deadly countdown. His initial lifespan is already gone, and now he only has 1 day left. That means he has to work non-stop all year round. If he stops, he's dead. The woman next to him, about his age, is his mother. Today is her 50th birthday. To prepare a surprise, Will worked extra days just to barely get a bottle of wine. But they don't even have time to celebrate. His mother also has little time left, just 3 days. Half of that has to go to rent, 8 hours to utilities, and the rest to pay off debts. Every day is like walking a tightrope. This is the daily life of the poor. As work time is about to start, Will sprints outside. He wanted to buy breakfast, but found that even the cheapest coffee had risen from 3 to 4 minutes. Prices are changing daily. On the way, you often see people arm wrestling, betting their lives. There are too many people dying this way to count. Corpses lie in the streets and alleys, a common sight that everyone is used to. Will works in a factory that produces time containers. These devices can extract or store time from a person's arm and are used in many transactions, including payroll. After working all day in the factory, when it came to settling his daily wage, the supervisor docked his overtime pay, claiming he didn't meet the targets. Will could do nothing but curse in his heart. After work, Will went to a bar to drown his sorrows with a friend. To his surprise, a centenarian millionaire appeared there, spending lavishly and treating the entire crowd. Such a high-profile act naturally drew the attention of time thieves. Will, being kind-hearted, tried to help the millionaire escape through the back door and hid with him in an abandoned building. However, the millionaire, at 105 years old, had no attachment to life. He had experienced all worldly pleasures, and time was just a meaningless number to him. Immortality didn't bring him true fulfillment but instead plunged him into endless emptiness and boredom.
If you had as much time as I have on that clock, what would you do with it?
I'd stop watching it. I can tell you one thing, I sure as hell wouldn't waste it.
Perhaps moved by Will's indomitable spirit, or seeing another version of himself in Will, Henry decided to give this poor young man a chance to challenge the powerful. The next day, when Will woke up, Henry was gone. There was a message on the window saying, "Don't waste my time." Looking at his arm, he found he had gained 116 more years. At that moment, Henry was sitting alone on a bridge, waiting for death to come. Will arrived too late, and the surveillance camera happened to capture his departure. Now, with a century's worth of time on his arm, Will knew he couldn't stay in the dangerous slums where he would eventually end up dead in the streets. So, he planned to take his mother away from the slums and head to the rich district. Before leaving, he didn't forget his good brother who had supported him for years. With a generous gesture, Will gave him 10 years. In the evening, after Will's mother finished her work, she rushed to the bank to pay off the debts that were about to be overdue. But she didn't expect the bus fare to suddenly double, from 1 hour to 2. She only had 1.5 hours left on her arm. The bus driver wouldn't make an exception.